Hey, Gumptown, how y'all doing on this lovely Tuesday evening? I'm here with a recap of tonight's City Council meeting. This recap is brought to you by Serious Injury Law Group. If you're in an accident, get hit by an 18-wheeler, motorcycle wreck, medical malpractice, give them a call. Call attorney Chuck James at 334-900-0000. That's 334-900-0000. The city council meeting was short and sweet today. Um, the mayor gave a brief message. In his message, he talked about the city as far as finances. We're not where we want to be. However, we haven't been taking on any new lines of credit or any new debt. As far as COVID-19, cases are going up gradually. The bi-weekly cases have gone up. This week, the cases were 432 cases. 2 weeks ago, there were only 376. We need to be more disciplined, y'all. We were doing good, so we need to be disciplined and be safe. The mayor also encouraged everyone to vote for the avalor tax increase referendum for our public schools. He mentioned about Maxwell Air Force Base. They have a $2.6 million impact on Central Alabama, and many people who are stationed, and have to relocate here, they come by themselves and leave their families at home due to the public school system. So it's either now or never. He wants us to invest in the future of the community and all the possibilities that we have. And even our city council president, Mr. Jim Wright, he said he advocates the increase too, because he said he trusts the leadership that we have now. As far as the new ordinance dealing with package stores and everything, Seth Johnson Neighborhood Association and Greater Washington Park Association spoke, and they were in favor of the new ordinance, and the council adopted it. Everybody voted unanimously, so the ordinance is passed. To put a little couple of checks and balances on the package stores, a grand liquor license. It's gonna be a stop or hold to that. And there's only some things that we don't agree about. There's some fine tweaking. Like, it's one part that says something about package store cannot be built within 250 feet of like schools and daycare centers and whatnot. So just a little tweaking, but it was adopted. So we have been making progress on stopping these package stores. Here go the juicy stuff. The U-Bar. The U-Bar was fined for overcapacity on October 10th. They were fined. Their normal capacity is 300, but with the CDC guidelines, you can operate at 50% capacity, which is 150. But the fire marshal said there were 40 people over capacity. They had 190 people being fined $50 per person, which is $2,000. They have 90 days to pay that fine. If they don't pay it, they might get their license revoked. If you've been to the U-Bar, it's by my place. There's a breezeway, and the fire marshal said, there are people in the breezeway. You have to go inside the restaurant to go outside into the breezeway. It hasn't been approved to be operated for business, and it was barricaded. And they had their body cams to show that it was barricaded, and show that the guests had to go in there to go outside. And when they was doing the count and shutting stuff down, people were going back inside. And so since they went inside, they were patrons. So that's how that fine came to play. The Signature Event Center, it used to be Club Diamonds back in my Alabama State days. They were fined as well for being overcrowded. The fire marshals went there. The same thing applies, with the CDC guidelines. 50% capacity is 150 people. There were 55 patrons over. So that's $50 per person. So that's a fine of $27.50. Not $27.50, $2,750. They have 90 days to pay that as well. But however, our police Chief Finley, requested a show call hearing on November 17th asking them, requesting them why should the city keep the signature event open. So we don't know what's going on at the signature event. If the police chief want to ask, should we still keep y'all open? So signature event, y'all best get it together. Also, if y'all remember on Narrow Lane, 4340 Narrow Lane, when they wanted to build a package store there, well, the owners of that facility and the neighborhood association, they came to a compromise where they're going to build a convenience store there. We're going to sell hot food there, fresh food, and since it's a convenience store, they're going to sell beer and wine. However, they agreed to have increased security, increased lighting. They're planning to update that corner and make it attractive to new businesses, and there are some big things underway, and it's kind of classified. We know, but we can't tell y'all now, but just know that the south side is about to be the best side. And what else is going on? That's about it. There's a property, a business on 1350 Mitchell Young Road, and they wanted to extend the city limits because they've been doing business in the county for 16 years, and they want to be an official part of the city. They serve 3,000 customers in the city, and so with the compromise, of course they won't be able to get Montgomery Waterworks, so that's a private company, and they'll have to continue to use their waste management system because the city won't go out there, and the council agreed to expand the corporate limits of the city of Montgomery so their property can be included in the city limits. And that's about it. Downtown TV, share this video with people you know. Downtown TV, we be everywhere.